Hey everybody, I just wanted to talk a little bit about dog fights and what you can do to prevent them and how to manage if you find yourself in the middle of a dog fight. The biggest thing you can do, obviously, first off, is to prevent dog fights, which means that you want to make sure that your dog is well socialized around other dogs, on leash, in a crate, behind a fenced-in area, well before you have them off leash in a dog park or something like that. If you, so I'm not going to go into all the details of how you do that, but let's just say you've started and your dog is well socialized, but you go to a dog park and something happens that makes you think a fight is likely. The dogs are approaching each other, or one is not stopping chasing the other one. Maybe they're on tiptoes and the hair is up. Your best bet is to run the other way. If you run away and the other dog owners run away, the dogs are going to lose their confidence and they're likely going to chase their owners, and that's going to break up the fight. But the worst thing that can happen is when dogs start to show some tension and the people get involved and they start coming in there. No, what are you doing? No, and they scream and they come in closer. That can actually escalate a fight and escalate tension in the dog and actually cause a dog fight. Your best thing to do is to say, "What good dogs, that's so good, that's very good, come on, let's go, that's so good," and you just run the other way and tell the other people, run. And if everybody runs the other way, typically that will break up a little altercation. Sometimes you'll hear a lot of noise. Usually all that noise is not going to be anything too bloody. If you have a dog daycare and you got yourself into a situation where somebody lied, that happens, where they lie about their dog and they say, "Oh, my dog's great with other dogs," and suddenly you find yourself in the middle of a dog fight. What you want to have is an air horn. No screaming, no human screams. It's something that's just really loud that you can just go blast. That's going to startle the dogs. And then in that startle, then you can grab the dogs, hopefully, and separate them or run away, and hopefully they'll chase them. They'll chase you. What you don't want to do is if you start to see dogs showing some tension, you don't want to be getting in there. No. That's going to escalate the problem. Screaming at the dogs, yelling them, hitting them. If you get your hands in there, I remember years ago, I did get my hand into the middle of a dog fight, and I actually stuck my hand in the dog's mouth to stop it from biting the other dog. It didn't bite me at all because I had a really good bond with that dog. The dog was aggressive toward other dogs, but it wasn't aggressive toward me. But I've had other times where I didn't have a very good, one other time where I didn't have a very good bond with the other dog, and it was a guest dog, and I grabbed its collar, and it just, with holding the collar right there, it turned its head right around and bit me right there, and it also bit me in the thigh, and it hurt. What I ended up having to do was I pushed it into the bathroom and slammed the door. Oftentimes you can take your dog and throw your dog into the back of a car or into a trash can, or get your dog out of the picture. If you're near a store door, just walk into the store, even if it's against the rules. Get out of the dog's way. If you are walking down the street and you see a dog that's giving you a hard stare and you feel like you're walking into the dog's territory, you don't have to keep on going. Cross the street, go the other way, get out of the dog's way. Don't keep pushing into a dog's territory if the dog is showing you that it doesn't like it. The thing to watch out for is those sudden breakaways where a dog suddenly breaks its chain or it jumps over a fence. If you walk by a dog that's barking at you over a low fence, that's a very dangerous situation, because if ever someday it decides to jump over the fence, it's going to have built up all this pent-up frustration, and that pent-up frustration can get played out on you. So you want to find a different way to walk. Avoid those problems as much as you can. If you've got to walk by where a dog is showing a lot of pent-up frustration, you can carry some hot dogs and throw the hot dogs at the dog as you walk by, so the dog learns to see you with a little bit more enthusiasm and a little bit less frustration. Having your voice be soft and sing-songy, "What good dogs, oh good dogs." When dogs socialize, that's great. You always want to have the dogs be able to get away. One of the more dangerous situations when you have two dogs on leashes, where they're different sizes. So one dog might snap, in fear, and then the other dog decides to smack that dog. So you want to keep dogs, and they're socializing. They should be able to. If your dog can't sit nicely beside you, then why would you have your dog go sniff another dog? If that person's dog won't respond to their cues, don't let the dog sniff your dog. Ask the dog, say, "Will your dog sit?" And if the dogs will both sit, then you can go, okay, you can say hi and let them sniff, maybe, if you want to. But if they're not going to be sitting and responding to you, then don't give them the privilege of social greetings with other dogs. I think that's all the main thing. Is just to remember, de-escalate. Don't add to the excitement by screaming, yelling, hitting, kicking. Run the other way. Reduce the pressure on the dogs. And make sure you prepare your dogs to be well socialized. If your dog is not well socialized on leash, don't bring it to the dog park and let it off leash. Enjoy your dogs. Have fun today.